moving into how to pick a program and undecided majors, this is some advice that Molly and I put together. The first thing I want you to know, as I just said, it's okay to be undecided when you enter college and university in the United States. Again, this might not be typical of what happens in your home country, where you might need to know what you're going to study to even apply to the school. Here in the United States, people or students, prospective students will apply for kind of general admission. And then in that first year, you would work with an academic advisor that will be assigned to you. You will work with those professors to eventually declare a major. Some colleges, Washington College, for example, you do not have to declare a major until your second year. So you have that whole first year and some of your second year to still decide what you want to choose as your major. Next up, last thing to say is that most students who arrive to college in the United States do not know what they want to study. They declare undecided. So it's very, very common. It's great if you know and you have kind of a leaning to a certain field or discipline, but it's okay if you're not. So just relax. Next up, consider your own interests and passions. And this is not only academic based. A lot of times it is. So you think, what will be my future profession or my future career? But if you love cinema or if you love theater as a hobby, consider majoring in it or minoring in it. Ultimately, college is a time to get a degree, but it's also a time to have fun and enjoy. So be sure you're filling your schedule and your time with things that will make you happy as well. And you can even major in it, and that is great to set you up well for opportunities in the future. Next up, talk to those academic advisors and professors on campus. Truly, professors and resources through career centers or similar departments are very helpful. Their job is to support you as a student. So talk to your academic advisors. Typically, you will be assigned one as an incoming first-year student. And if you decide to change your major or you declare another field of study, you will be assigned a new advisor in that specific department to really ask them questions. Lastly, for me, Molly's going to jump into the rest of it, but ask questions to current students. And for talking to these advisors and talking to other students, I truly recommend you do this in your first year on campus. If you wait until the week before you need to declare your major, or even in your junior year when you've already declared and then you decide you want to switch, it's helpful to get an understanding of all of the courses offered, all of the different roads you could take while on campus, but you will not know that unless you ask questions and you investigate. And so really do that as soon as you can. And also that can start now as you are starting to apply for college. Admissions throughout the country in any college and university, part of their job is to connect you to a current student potentially if you want to talk to a student who's currently pursuing a field that you're interested to pursue and ask them, what is this program like at this specific college? So that can start now. All right, hand Molly the microphone to talk about other ways to pick a program.
Perfect. Thank you again, Katie. So yes, another important part of maybe helping you choose a program, or if you're undecided, is to join clubs or organizations related to your potential major as soon as possible. As you maybe have heard or seen in movies, like student organizations is such a big part of college life here for so many students. So you're able to maybe learn new things outside of the classroom, make new friends, and also gain leadership opportunities as well. Like sometimes students can maybe be like the president or secretary of a certain organization over time. And at the beginning of each semester, there is usually an organization fair for students to sign up for things they're interested in, but you're also welcome. There's going to be plenty of opportunities to join later on as well. But just know that being a part of an organization related to your major might strengthen your interest in the field, might be able to use skills from the classroom, and also connect you with the faculty or staff advisor. There's usually like a student leadership and also like a faculty or staff advisor of the group. So it's a great way to keep connecting you to the faculty and staff and students on campus, because they're always going to be a great resource for you for any questions you might have about the department or major. And it also maybe will help you out too. Maybe if you're in a certain organization, you're like, you know what, I'm not really enjoying this. That might also lead you to choosing a different major too. You never know. Another part of the campus experience is attending on-campus events. So even though you maybe aren't a part of a specific student organization, or there's an advertisement for an event that you feel like doesn't apply to your major, it's okay to attend those events, or maybe, just kind of, you're welcome to attend an event that is for your major or one that's not, because it definitely does allow you to learn more. So even though you might be, let's say, a computer science student, it might be beneficial to go to a presentation from maybe a professor from the International Relations Department to learn about something that's happening in the world. Or you might be a teacher in the education field and attend a concert and just really be interested in maybe starting an instrument, or playing an instrument or whatnot. So you could join and take like a class or something within the music department. So it's definitely important. My mom is a teacher, and she always loves to incorporate music in the classrooms or something, to little connections like that with various areas in your field of study. So always be checking when you're a student for future events on social media, emails, or maybe posters around campus. So definitely lots of ways to attend. Also explore the course offerings at your school. I'm going to go into a little bit more detail about this in my next slide, but just know that, as you're starting to think about what you're interested in, just to, start checking out the websites or connecting with the international admissions counselors or students to be a good starting point. And then also, lastly, I want to talk about that it is also okay to change your major during your time in college. I definitely did this when I applied to my undergraduate institution. Like I mentioned, I was interested in Spanish, but I also at the time wanted to do international business. But I was in my accounting class for 1 week, and it just was not for me. So I remember I was quite nervous to approach the accounting professor to drop the class and then to change my major to international relations. But everyone is so understanding. The professor, he was like, it's a part of his job, and they really want what is best for you. So it's definitely something that will happen. And then the universities and, the advisors, they will help you with that process of changing. I just will say, like, hopefully just be careful about changing your class like too late. Like sometimes, if you try to change it after 2 years, it gets a little bit tricky to then navigate maybe like the graduation time. But definitely you'll have the resources to help you out with trying to figure out your major and graduation dates and all of that. So